This Time was a song by Waylon Jennings, 1974. The album is This Time. This time, if you want me to come back, it's up to you. But remember, I won't allow the things you used to do. You're going to have to toe the mark and walk the line. This time, you won't be. This time will be the last time. This time, if I should feel unwanted, I won't stay. Each tomorrow will depend on the love you give today. It's all up to you to keep in mind. This time will be the last time. This time should be anything like the other times. This time will be the last time. If this time should be anything like the other time. Sorry, I can hear Jessie saying it. This time will be the last time.
I'm sure this is a conversation Waylon has either heard or had, and he just decided to set it to music.
Yeah, I imagine this is about the Jessie Coulter time too, so it may not be, but either way, she means business.
You got to be some kind of woman to win Waylon's heart.
A good-hearted woman. All right, it's a hell of a guy right there. It's one of our favorites here on the channel, so let's enjoy it. Mr. Waylon Jennings.
OG Outlaw himself.
This time, if you want me to come back, it's up to you. But remember, I won't allow the things you used to do. You're gonna have to toe the mark and walk the line. This time will be the last time. This time.
Man, I don't remember the song, but the last time I remember that somewhere in my life, drunk uncles, barroom. That, as Elizabeth says, sticky, stuck in my head. In my head, I think that's sticky. So,
Got that one headed.
well, it's just loses its. Well, I said that one. So some Waylon Jennings quotes here. I don't know. I like that though. I like the. It just sounds like a good old Southern boy song. It's got a pretty mellow beat. Waylon's voice sounds young and fresh.
Yeah, we've always talked about Waylon having a very manly voice. And still has it here. He's singing the song very softly. Like you read the lyrics initially, and it sounds kind of defiant, someone putting their foot down. And then you hear him sing it, and it's kind of introspective. It's kind of almost downbeat. So, oh, okay. Because you brought this up, you mentioned Jessie Coulter. So this to me sounds like him sort of sitting in a dark room, sort of singing what she might have said to him the last time they spoke. It's kind of going over it and thinking about things. It's got all the things that makes Waylon great. It's the voice, it's the honesty, and it's something I think, again, we all can relate
to. Agree.
This time, if you want me to come back, it's up to you. But remember, I won't allow the things you used to do. You're gonna have to toe the mark and walk the line. This time will be the last time. This time, if I should feel unwanted, I won't stay. Each tomorrow will depend on the love you give today. today. It's all up to you, but keep in mind this.
Yeah. This time it'll be up to you, big boy. How many times have I let my guard down, let you back, told you I was sorry or whatever. I let the grudge go. I think that sounds like a woman that means it. She ain't just saying it this time.
You can't be a woman faint of heart and be married to Waylon Jennings, no doubt. A good-hearted woman for a good-timing man. I did think it was interesting that the all of his phrases, they start really strong, but at the end he kind of trails off. So it feels like that introspection, that kind of maybe hesitant. He's thinking about what he did. Basically, it's a guy who seems to have screwed up. Whoa, what a face! But it's someone who's screwed up, sort of going over his what he has done to put himself in this position, I guess. Perhaps remorseful, not wanting to put his loved one through this.
Yeah.
It's all up to you, but keep in mind this time will be the last time. This time should be anything like the other time. This time will be the last time. If this time should be anything like the other time, this time will be the last time.
His voice has never faltered the whole time. It's been perfect. Just pitch, tempo, whatever you want to say. It's been dead on the money.
Strong and steady, no doubt.
Yeah, he's Waylon's the man. I mean, he's definitely one of them. We just done a reaction for this fella, Sturgill Simpson. A lot of people say that he reminds them of Waylon Jennings, and Sturgill was like, "Oh, well, wait a minute, no, I'm not Waylon Jennings. So don't be comparing me to Waylon Jennings." And that's those are shoes I just can't feel, and I ain't gonna try. And Shooter Jennings is on record saying that Sturgill doesn't try to be like his dad. Sturgill reminds people of a time when his dad made music that was real, people saying about real things, made you feel what you feel inside. Even though you didn't write that, David, that's a badass line. Steve Goodman probably wrote it.
It's but Sturgill, I don't think tries to be anyone other than Sturgill Simpson, but that in and of itself is sort of a callback to guys like Waylon and Johnny Cash. And I'm positive that line about walking the line was sort of a tip of the hat to Johnny
Cash. Yeah, the Waylon had a relationship with all three of them, like you said, Hank, Johnny, and Willie. That was kind of outside of their relationships. He had a really personal one with each one, and Buddy Holly. So, yeah.
And how cool was that harmonica? It just sort of gives you that down-home comfort feeling, you know?
That's it right there, Waylon. Don't be afraid to take risks, be an outlaw.
damn it, Waylon, do longer songs so we can enjoy you more. 2.5 minutes. Love the focus, and Waylon does seem like one of those badass dudes who's a man of few words, but the words will count. But 2.5 minutes.
There you go. 2 days ago. Rest in peace, Waylon Jennings. So there. I mean, it ain't like these songs are going unlistened to.
Yeah, there's never going to be a time when people won't be able to relate to a song like this. Still the best voice in country
Sorry,
music.
I just seen an Aussie comment. Sydney, U.S. Let me just copy this for later.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, I'm just curious on what that is. We have a lot of subs from Australia. And I don't think a lot
Shout
of
out,
them know
Aussie Army. Love you.
who Waylon Jennings is. Yeah, shout out to everybody. I don't know, man. That song just kind of made me feel sad in a way, and happy that Waylon that 2 days ago made me feel a lot better. So, much love, Waylon. We love you, man. We miss you.
Rockin' Paradise.
Hank, still rocking out there, brother.
Mm-hmm.
You too, Willie. Dolly. God damn, you and them boobies. Really crazy. Working 9 to 5. Country boy can't survive, and on the road again.
And this is proof as to how this music will never not be relatable. Dolly's experiencing an upswell in popularity again. An album of rock covers, and she's spreading her wings and trying some new things, and people are digging it.
Yeah, there have been a few upswings. Dolly music before. Movies, such. All right, man. I think that
Just
makes
one-
you got a popular rock and roll album out.
One last thing. My father was a jazz musician, so he did have, God love him, what I like to call jazz musician snobbery, where it's like, he didn't like rock music, didn't like a lot of singers. There was always, it's the same note. He heard an interview with Dolly Parton. My mother told me this story, and he turned to Mom and said, "That is a smart woman right there." And my dad did not randomly fling compliments about. So, hats off to Dolly Parton. Hats off to Waylon Jennings, to Hank, all those guys that are still.
Hats off to your dad. There you go.
Thank you.
Much love, everybody. Mental health is real. Quit counting days. Make them days count. Heard me?